Minecraft world is in danger, but not from anything you might expect. This danger comes from a silent, passive, and far more insidious source. The greatest threat to the Minecraft world is not a mob, an entity, or even a boss like the Wither. No, the greatest threat to the Minecraft world is the Nether portal. To best understand this, we have to back up and take a closer look at the science and lore behind the Nether portal. Minecraft's overworld is filled with remnants of an ancient civilization, perhaps more than one. Structures like the Stronghold, Jungle Temple, Desert Temple, Ancient City, and Ruined Portal all confirm someone was here before us. Interdimensional travel is common knowledge today, but these original civilizations are likely the ones who discovered it. This is the fully functioning, standard-sized Nether portal. But how does it work? While this remains mostly shrouded in mystery, we are still able to identify some key details. The portal itself, the part that actually transports you, is formed from a swirling, purple, magical substance. Due to reasons we'll discuss in a moment, we believe this substance is actually a liquid. The substance has no formal designation, so our team has taken the liberty of applying the extremely scientific term TIM, or Teleportation and Interdimensional Magic. TIM is easily identified by its purple color, which can be observed mostly in a liquid state. However, the liquid is known to emit vapors, which can also be observed during the use of an ender pearl. While we do not fully understand its origin, as stated above, we believe this substance is responsible for both teleportation and interdimensional travel. As a side note, whether or not the Nether is actually a separate dimension is subject to debate in the scientific community. We will put forward an analysis of these theories in a different video. Now that we understand the basic properties and functions of the portal substance, we must turn our attention back to the ancient structures. Ruined portals. The key word here is ruined. You could search the overworld 1,000 times over and never find an operational portal. On extremely rare occasion, portals have been reactivated by the environment, but this is considered a natural anomaly, and no portal that was actually lit by its ancient builders is still active. So then, why is every portal built by the ancients ruined? The answer is time. But the degradation of the portal is not due to weathering or simple exposure. In fact, many ancient structures are still quite intact, besides a few cracks or some overgrowth. However, the portals always have blocks missing, sometimes significant chunks. A theory put together by Dr. Jurg and myself hypothesizes that the portal magic, or TIM, is not a stable substance, but is in fact corrosive and volatile. For example, we see that ender pearls, which contain a small amount of the substance, explode and shatter after one use. Eyes of ender are also prone to shatter after a few uses. We believe blaze powder may act as a stabilizing agent. In order to form and maintain a nether portal, the energy must be contained or held in a semi-stable state. Obsidian is used to build the portal frames because it is the strongest obtainable overworld block, and therefore is able to contain the substance and hold the portal open. This does, however, have its limits. Over time, the magical substance will corrode its obsidian frame and work its way into microscopic fractures in the rock. Given enough time, it will become concentrated within the block, forcing the cracks to open wider and begin seeping out as a viscous ooze. This is the origin of crying obsidian. What happens next is uncertain, and Jurg and I differ in opinion. I believe as the ooze penetrates and corrupts the obsidian, eventually the block's integrity will fail, and it will simply crumble into nothing. This makes crying obsidian the intermediate stage of failure and accounts for the missing blocks in all ruined portals. Jurg believes the collapse of crying obsidian is a more violent event, resulting in a large explosion that blows apart the structure. While we lack sufficient data to calculate the exact mathematical relationship, this graph summarizes the concept. The longer a portal is left open, the higher the chance of frame corruption. Additionally, the larger the portal, the more quickly it will fail. Finally, what happens when a portal fails? Well, check any ruined portal and you'll see. Netherrack and magma, bits of the nether creeping into the overworld. This is known as dimensional corruption. After the collapse of the portal, the energy is no longer contained. Rather than dissipate, it infuses into the ground, causing corruption. A block of crying obsidian may also have the ability to corrupt its surroundings. Left unchecked, the corruption will continue to spread and infest the overworld. In theory, there is no limit to how far the infection may spread. Our team is currently searching for ways to counteract the corruption. We are uncertain how much time we have, but if we don't find a way to neutralize the corruption, it will eventually destroy the entire world. This is, without a doubt, the greatest threat to the Minecraft world. Due to its apparent stabilizing effects, we are currently looking into the use of blaze rods or blaze powder as a neutralizing agent. While we are beginning to see what it can do to the surrounding terrain, we do not yet know the effects of long-term exposure on people. It's theorized that prolonged use may have a similar result. Some even believe that the Endermen are the result of mutation or corruption by the purple magic. Given that all potions are brewed with blaze rods, the regular use of potions may help stave off serious side effects of nether travel. This is, as of yet, unconfirmed and more study is required. Due to ethical limitations, the Institute will conduct a purely observational study in hopes of learning more about potential side effects. Please consider enrolling for the betterment of all mankind. We recognize that nether travel cannot be stopped, but we advise everyone to shut off portals when they are not in use. Death by corruption is far slower than from any mob or immediate threat that players may encounter in the overworld, and consequently gets overlooked. But the threat is still very real. We hope that this video was useful in raising awareness to this growing threat. Thank you so much for watching, and till next time.